Hey guys, long time no see. How have you guys been? If this is your first time coming across my channel, you're very much welcome. So a few weeks back, I tried something I've never done before. I tried to make a braided wig, and as you can see, it turned out great. So I said to share with my braid lovers my tips and tricks to making a lace closure knotless braided wig. So if this is something that you're interested in, buckle up because you're in for a ride. So today we'll be trying to make short goddess braids using expression braiding hair and human hair deep wave bundles. The first step is preparing the braiding hair. I'm going for short braids around 13 inches, so I'm using my measuring tape to measure out 26 inches before cutting with my scissors. The next step is feathering. This helps prevent blunt ends in the braids. As you can see, I'm using one hand to hold one end of the braiding hair tightly, while I use my fingers to pick out the hair strands. When I'm done with one side, I brush the hair before moving to the other side and repeating the same action. This is me showing you the difference between the feathered side and the blunt side.
But I know the risk of losing myself by trying to fail it so many times. They all left a piece of light, but it's yours.
The next step is preparing the deep wave bundle that is going to be used for the braids. Note that you can make the size of the curly hair strands that you're setting bigger. It's all up to your taste. Now the most important part of this video, braiding. I'll take out the braiding hair we'll be using, and then I'm going to separate it into 4 sections. Note that these sections should get bigger as I separate them, with the first part being the smallest hair among the 4. I'm going to set them aside, and then I'm going to unravel the hair that we're going to be braiding. I'm applying wax stick to the hair to prevent flyaways. I'm going to braid it 4 times before adding the first section of braiding hair. I'm doing this by braiding one side of the braiding hair twice before adding the other side. And then I'm going to add the second section of the braiding hair, repeating the same procedure. After which I add the third section of the braiding hair. Along the line, you will notice that the braids get bigger as you keep adding hair. Then I'm going to add some deep wave hair to the braids. I'm doing this by braiding one side into the braid while leaving the other part out. After which I am going to add the last section of braiding hair. Once I notice that I've braided about 2 inches from the deep wave curls, I'm going to release the other part of the curly hair.
It's just the beginning, my friend. Be strong, so we can try again. Like snake, like you, the crowd is hungry to taste your body. We all know this world is full of mistakes. A free mind takes you higher. Learn your fake post, honey, you're crying. Feel the wisdom floating over your hands, and I feel alright. When I see you and I come together to another dimension, we can prove our life.
going to braid some more before adding another curly hair to the braids, following the same procedures as before. I'm going to braid down to the desired length before taking a piece of the hair and using it to tie the braids to avoid it loosening up when I let it go. And that is how you make your goddess braids. You can even use this method on your real hair.
Coming together to another dimension. We can prove our lives. There will be no mistake in love. Why do we all have to cry? Before we reach the limit ascension. Learning from the ups and downs. It's not an easy way to grow, but it's the best way to go. Uh-huh. Come on. And I feel alright. See you and I going together to another dimension. We can prove our lives. There will be no mistake in love. Why do we all have to cry before we reach the living ascension? Learning from the ups and downs. It's not an easy way to grow. Yeah. See you and I going together to another dimension. We can prove our lives. There will be no mistake in love. Why do we all have to cry before we reach the living ascension? Learning from the ups and downs. It's not an easy way to grow.
And just like that, we are done. Nah, I'm just messing with you. You still need to cover the back. For this next step, we'll be using a small crochet pin, and this time we'll be dividing the braiding hair into 3 sections, with each section getting larger as I separate the braiding hair.
On your face, all people lie, falling to disgrace. All people lie, it's written on your face. All people lie.
I'm going to insert the small crochet needle into the wig cap just at the edge of the lace,
No escape.
and then I'm going to take the first section of the braiding hair, add the center to the hook of the crochet needle and drag it into the hole.
All you have to do is wake up.
I'm going to make sure that both sides are equal length before taking the second section and tying them together. And then I'm going to go ahead and braid them down. After which I add the third section of the braiding hair. Then I will add the deep wave curls. I will braid it down before adding the second one as usual. I'm going to braid the desired length before tying it up.
Wake up now and make a better day. It's coming to get you. There's no escape. All you have to do is wake up now and make a better day. All people lie, spitting on your face. All people lie, falling to disgrace. All people lie, spitting on your face. All people lie, falling to disgrace.
I'm going to continue this process till I am sure that the back has been completely covered with those braids. I'm almost done and you can already see the vision. This is going to conceal the wig cap. Another step I like to take is to use an invisible thread and a needle to sew down those braids to the wig cap. This will prevent the braids from moving and exposing the wig cap. Remember, just because it's a wig doesn't mean that we want everyone to know that.
Porque lo tomo esto como que el hombre se encuentra ahorita de parranda. Imagino que esta carne está buena, porque nadie ha regresado.
Dime la verdad, porque siento frío con el sol, porque hemos cambiado el hablar por callar, porque hay verdades que no hablan, porque duele mal espera tus palabras que se atrevan. Dime lo que no quiero oír.
I'm done sewing down the braids, and as you can see, they are now in place and the wig cap has successfully been concealed. So for this next step, we are going to be dividing our braiding hair into two sections, and this time I'm going to be using a big crochet needle to fill in the areas of the wig cap where the braids couldn't cover properly. All this is to ensure that given any movement, the wig cap will remain covered. So I'm inserting one section of the braiding hair into the hook, and I'm using the crochet needle to pull the middle of the braiding hair into the hole. After making sure that both sides are the same length, I'm going to add the second section and tie it up and braid it. Remember to add your deep wave curls as usual.
Que no quiero oír.
Now that we are done, I'm going to go ahead and fill up the back of the wig cap. For the lowest braids, I will not be adding curls to prevent tangling. Note that this doesn't have the braids in this wig cap don't have to be full. They have to, you need to make them sparse because the wig cap is already covered. And I'm using my fingers to decide the vertical distance between the braids. I'm going to keep braiding till I get to the top. Finally, we are done with the braids, so I'm using flexi rod to curl the ends of the braids, after which I'm going to put it in hot water. After dipping the braids in hot water, I noticed that there was an issue. It seemed like the deep wave curls I had put into the braids had loosened up after going into hot water. I was so upset because this was supposed to be human hair deep wave curls. So I'm going to cut it with a scissors desired length, and I'm going to apply some conditioner to the hair, and this is the final result. Apart from the deep wave curls that were ruined by the hot water, I actually think the wig turned out great. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. If there was one thing I learned from making this wig, it was I should have strand tested the deep wave curls to make sure that it's receptive to hot water.
Me move from my head to my feet. My heartbeat, yeah, it's pumping so loud. It's the